Now then, I have some new coins. Now then, I've got 3 coins I want to talk about today. First one being a £5 coin from Jersey, commemorating Queen Elizabeth II's 95th birthday. And the second one is another Queen Elizabeth coin. This is a Gibraltar half crown to add to my half crown collection. And another half crown, Elvis Presley. Alright, let's see the first one. Now then, so this is the 2021 £5 coin from Jersey. There we are. There's a more up-to-date picture of Queen Elizabeth II. Still in its capsule, and it will stay in its capsule. And there's, at the top there, you see 95. Which is her birth year. And we've got in the centre there, you see the giant letter E, surrounded by flowers and other leaves. And in the centre there, you'll see a lion. So let's look at that under the scope a sec. Okay. There's the Queen's crown. 95. And there's a crowned lion. Ooh, there's an angry looking lion. And he's reaching out to the side. There's the Tudor rose, I suppose. And that there, I believe, is 1928-6, because that's when Queen Elizabeth was born. So yeah, pretty cool. And of course, on the reverse, we've got the denomination, her tiara that she wears on most of these coins. Lovely coin. Now, Elizabeth II, she was born in 1926. She's 95. And of course, we all know she was married to Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. And her parents were King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, who was obviously King George VI's wife. Lovely lady she was. She has a sister who's she had a sister, Princess Margaret, who died in 2002, sadly. And she was the Countess of Snowdon. Okay. On to the next. Right, this next coin I want to talk about is the 2021 half crown, again Gibraltar, and this one is her oath, is what it's named as, and this one's commemorating the very moment a princess became a queen. It's where our Queen Elizabeth became a queen. She was crowned, should I say, and this is a photo from her original coronation. We'll look under the scope in more detail in a second. But you can see the decoration around her. I believe that's Westminster Abbey, where she was crowned. And she also got married at Westminster Abbey to the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip. So, on the reverse, half crown, 2021 Gibraltar. Let's look under the scope quickly. There's the details. I believe it is Westminster Abbey. This one's made out of copper nickel. Yeah, lots of detail on this little coin. It's made out of copper nickel, and there was only 500,000 made of this one. So I feel quite fortunate to have one. And here is, of course, our Queen herself, a picture engraved onto the coin. Awesome. And underneath it's got "devoted to your service," and she definitely is. Despite what people say, she does an awful lot, the Queen does. And yes, she does drive around without a seatbelt on, but she's the Queen and can't break any laws, so there you go. Right, on to the next. Right then, my last coin I'm going to talk about is another 2021 half crown from Gibraltar. We'll talk about the crest in a minute, but this one is commemorating the king of rock and roll himself, Elvis Presley. So on the face we have Elvis himself and his microphone, and he's very graciously signed it for us. Obviously he never. And on the edge there we've got some musical notes coming from the bottom here, which is a record where Elvis is signed. Elvis Presley, we all know. If you don't know who Elvis is, where have you been? He's the king of rock and roll who sadly died in 1977. He was he'd done more than just sing. He was part of a band in the earlier days. He had some very unique dance moves. He had a really great voice, and he also done some military service and some acting too. I think his first film was, I'm looking at being Love Me Tender. There we are, and that was in 1956. Well, I've actually seen that film many years ago. It's a good film, actually, if you like that sort of thing. Yeah, 1958, he joined the military for a couple of years. And he then, after that, in the 60s, he concentrated making films and obviously concerts and stuff like that. So yeah, Elvis Presley. Alright, on the reverse, we have the crown. Oh, hang on. I'm going to say, sorry. Right, sorry about that, my battery died. Yes, on the back, we have obviously the 2021 date at the bottom, half crown at the very bottom, Gibraltar. And this is the the official coat of arms for the government, Her Majesty's Government of Gibraltar. At the bottom there, we'll look under the scope. We'll see there, this is the royal, this is the crest of Gibraltar, and it was granted to Gibraltar by Isabella I of Castile in 1502, when it was still under Spanish rule. So there we have these three castles here that you see. They are in red. They're supposed to be red, obviously, but not for this coin. And there's a golden key underneath the sort of doorways there. So there we have it. And then we have, obviously, the royal insignias, lions, and the unicorn, which is heraldic beasts, they're called. Lot of detail in this little coin. Awesome, happy with that. Right then, so that's it for this episode of Coin Thing. I hope you found something interesting. I hope you learned something with me, as I'm always learning about these sort of coins. I find them really interesting. Especially proud of my £5 coin. And I'm getting quite a good collection of the half crowns now. So, yeah, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't mind giving my video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. And I shall see you all on the next one.